what's up guys? John here. Hope you're having a great day, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play The Needle and the Damage Done by Neil Young. This is a really cool acoustic guitar song, and it's a great exercise for working on your folk style strumming. I'm going to break the whole song down for you step by step. I'm going to show you the entire progression, the chord shapes that I would play, how to strum it, and then we're also going to talk about just playing in this style where Neil Young does sort of fills off of the chords that sounds almost like bluegrassy or folk style playing. Before we get into the lesson, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and make sure to hit subscribe. If you're new here, we post brand new guitar lessons every single day on the channel. Tons of lessons that are really going to help out your playing. The goal of this channel is to help you get better at guitar and build a community here. So hit subscribe, and really appreciate the thumbs up as well. With that said, let's get into the lesson. The first part we're going to learn is an 8-bar progression that goes like this. We're going to start out on a D chord, and we're going to play this chord from the D string down, open, 2, 3, 2. And in the intro, Neil starts off with this D chord, and then he goes to a D add 9, which is where you can open up that high E string. And that's a really cool sound, so I'll a lot of times use this for my D chord, is D add 9. So you just make that high E string open. So that's going to last for 1 bar. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go to C add 9, which is a 2-finger chord. We're going to put our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then mute the D string, then open G, 3rd fret on the B string, and then open E. So that 3rd finger can actually stay there from the D add 9 to the C add 9. Then we're going to go to G over B, or G6 over B, because we're leaving that high E string in there as well. So that's going to be the 2nd fret. And really all that happened is this note went down a half step. So you're on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then your 3rd finger's still there on the B string, 3rd fret. And then a B flat 6. This is a really cool classic rock kind of sounding chord progression, you know? You know, whether it's stuff like, you know, Boston, or Over the Hills and Far Away, right? There's a part where it walks down. Same sort of chord progression. So after we get down to that B flat 6, that's going to be the first 4 bars, or halfway through the progression. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, C add 9, G over B, B flat 6. And again, that first chord could be interchangeable. Like I said, you could play a D or a D add 9. And then after that B flat 6 and the 4th bar, we're going to go to C for a bar. Just good old C. This is from the A string down. 3, 2, open, 1, open. And then F. I like using this thumb chord shape here. If this is too hard for you, you can leave off the thumb, but what I'm basically doing from the A string down is 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret. And if you can get your thumb on 1 there, on the low E string. So that's going to last for a bar. Then we're going to go to E sus to E. And E sus is all 6 strings, open, 2, 2, 2, open, open. And then E, open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the second set of 4 bars. We're going to start on the C. 1, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, damage done, 2, 3, 4. here's the whole progression. 1, 2, 3, 4. D add 9 to C add 9. G6 over B. B flat 6. C. F. E sus. Now that goes throughout the entire song. Now if we add a little bit of folk style strumming to it, you can do this. So I'm using an eighth note pattern there with a slight swing feel. And eighth notes are just going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you can kind of think in that long, short, long to have that swing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now there was another thing I was doing in the strumming that makes it a little bit more two-dimensional. So instead of just strumming away like, sounds very basic, you can kind of split up the strings like with a little accent on a syncopation there. So what I'm doing is, if we count the eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I'm going to play 1 and 2 kind of on the lower strings here, and then on the and of 2 I'm going to accent the higher strings. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then go back after that one accent to just the lower strings. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 So like I said, it just gives another dimension to the strumming. Let's talk about now what I played for the intro. So that was... So I started out with the first 4 bars being the same progression. The progression's the same through the whole song, but I was applying that strumming technique I was talking about. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then when we get to the C chord, you play this cool little melody off of the chord. So what I'm doing there is playing a note and then doing an up strum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So I'm going to start out by playing the A string, then an up strum, then play the D string open but hammer to that 2nd fret. Then another up strum, then the G string open, and another up strum, then a hammer to the 2nd fret on the G string with your 2nd finger, then another up strum, then the 3rd fret with your pinky there on the G string, up strum. After every note we're doing an up strum. Then back to 2 on G, open, and 3rd fret on the D string. So it's like... It almost sounds like a blues bass line, like... Right? Right there within the chord. And then we go to that E sus and we pick the G string. We're going to continue the same technique of playing a note and then doing an up strum. We're going to pick the G string, up strum, D string, up strum, A string, up strum, E string, up strum. So that sounds like this. Then we're going to go to that E chord, E natural, and do the same thing until we get to the A string. We're going to go. Then when we get to the A string, we're going to play it again, this time open. These are just open strings, and that goes back to the D chord. So it'd be like, you could do the upstroke in there as well. So altogether, that note for note intro would sound like this. There you go, guys. That's a breakdown of how to play The Needle and the Damage Done by Neil Young. I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe. Also, if you're interested in playing some lead playing before you go, I have a free gift for you in the description below. You can get a PDF that's over 100 pages long, all about soloing. Check it out as my gift to you. We'll see you guys in the next lesson.